I was still in the driveway when I heard my daughter cry. Not loud, not dramatic. The kind of cry children learn when they realize loud makes things worse. "Wash them properly!" my mother snapped from inside. "Useless girl!" I froze. 6 years old, barely tall enough to reach the sink. I didn't move. I listened. Plates clinked. Water ran too hard. Someone laughed, high-pitched, careless. My sister's daughters, old enough to know cruelty, young enough to enjoy it. "Look at her hands shaking!" one of them giggled. Something in my chest went very still. I didn't storm in, didn't shout her name. I watched through the half-open door as my daughter stood on a stool, sleeves soaked, lip trembling, while my parents supervised like prison guards. This wasn't discipline, this was inheritance. And in that moment I understood something with terrifying clarity. They hadn't changed. They'd just found a smaller version of me. They greeted me like nothing had happened, smiles, performative warmth. My mother wiped her hands on a towel. "She needs to learn responsibility," she said, as if explaining weather. I looked at my daughter. She wouldn't meet my eyes. That hurt more than the insult. I remembered my own childhood in flashes, commands disguised as care, humiliation sold as motivation. The way my sister was praised while I was corrected, always corrected. This wasn't about dishes, it never was. Later that night, after I tucked my daughter into bed, she whispered, "Did I do bad?" I told her no, but the word bad echoed too easily in her mouth. That was when the pattern surfaced. My parents' house, my name on the mortgage, something they never acknowledged, something they assumed I'd never weaponize. They called me ungrateful, dependent. They never asked why the bank statements came to my email or why I never missed a payment. They didn't know I'd been funding their comfort while they rehearsed my replacement. I didn't confront them. I reviewed transactions, loan agreements, the quiet signatures they never read. The house wasn't a gift to them, it was leverage. I visited less, spoke softer, let them believe the moment had passed. Inside, I replayed my daughter's shaking hands, the laughter, the word useless, said with such casual certainty. I installed cameras, not in the house, in my mind. Every memory sharpened, every slight recontextualized. I listened when my sister bragged about how tough love builds character. I nodded when my parents said children need fear. I waited, because people like them don't fear consequences, they fear exposure. The bank confirmed it on a Thursday. Finalized, legal, irreversible. I drove over one last time, sat at the same table where my daughter had stood on a stool trying not to cry. I placed the envelope down. No explanation. My father opened it first. His face emptied slowly, like air leaving a room. "What is this?" he asked. "A notice," I said, "of default." My mother laughed once. "You're joking!" I shook my head. Silence stretched. Then panic bloomed. "You can't do this," my sister said. "This is their home." I looked at her. So was my childhood. They begged differently than I expected. My mother cried. My father negotiated. Promises, apologies, performances. "I didn't mean it like that," she said. "She's sensitive." "She's 6, I replied. That ended it. I told them the auction date, the timeline, the inevitability. No shouting, no insults, just information. My sister screamed that I was cruel. I watched her mouth move and felt nothing. Cruelty is intentional. This was corrective. I picked up my daughter's jacket from the chair. "We're leaving," I said. My mother reached out. I stepped back. "You don't get access anymore," I told her, "to me or her." The house sold fast. People always want things soaked in denial. My daughter asked why we don't visit Grandma anymore. I told her because we don't go where people make us feel small. She nodded, accepted it. Children understand boundaries better than adults who benefit from breaking them. At night, when the house is quiet, I think about how close history came to repeating itself. Then I don't think about it at all. They lost a house, I broke a cycle, and that was the only inheritance I ever intended to pass on.